Well, what what could be is that if somebody's coming from a I am a source of knowledge from this, and I know, and you can't shake me. No, I know that all these people are all these types, and then not be subject to like investigation on it. Like, no, it's just this is I'm speaking truth. Listen to me. I'm the truth speaker, and I know all things cognitive functions, and I know the best way to do it, even though I haven't experienced much of life yet, and I can't even describe SI properly. Like to me, that's gross. Personally, I don't like it.
I tried
I have disdain
getting
for
neurologic change while
confident.
they
Do
wouldn't do it.
what?
I said I was querying Liz and Patrick for logic chains because I was trying to be really nice and be like, show me how you're reasoning. I want to know. Convince me. And they wouldn't do it.
They can't.
I know, but they won't even play it. It's like if you're not going to play, you're not going to convince anybody around here.
And I've tried multiple times.
But if you're that confident, surely examination is acceptable.
And especially, I could see what you're saying, right, Bob? Especially if you're going up to like, if somebody's being aggressive about it and making you prove your belief in something. But if you're being gentle about it and going about it the way that Audra's talking about, and then have a hard time, if they don't know that they're being interrogated, really necessarily, and you still have a lack of any logic chain, I'm saying the opposite. She can do
Well, and
that
that's the
well.
way I
To
was with
where,
this
to,
party. Like I was literally going about it. I went out of curiosity. I'm like, I really would like to understand why your conclusion is so different than other conclusions.
especially if the people that you're asking that to usually can bring forth the evidence that we're needing. And if it just
Yeah,
happens to be
I mean,
this one thing,
I've heard the one on Taylor. I haven't heard as much on you. That was one of the first, like when I first came in here. It was Patrick, and someone was like,
I could provide a good explanation for Taylor, and it's a simple one. He's an extrovert. He's more intuitive than sensing, based on him being involved in this room so much, based on him having a hard time figuring out what he wants to do in life because he can see so many different possibilities, based on him being able to spitball in many different directions with other ENTPs, based on him being able to come up with many different reasons for something on the spot. And then I know that he's a thinker because, well, do we have to explain that too much? He's definitely thinking more than feeling, and he's definitely perceiving more than judging. And you can go, and that is the way you should start out always, because trying to go. And see, that seems stupid to me. That seems so stupid to me.
but it's not about the results. It's trying to understand the way we're
Well, I
getting
do care. I do
what
care
to
about
understand.
stupid shit. I care about things being not stupid. And it's not that this just happened like
You got
recently.
to
I'm
understand
talking about
what they are.
re- repeated, uh, repeated acts of this same type of thing from people. Repeated offenses. Then I have to ask, why do you care? Because you're asking the same type of thing. Yeah. Are INFJs usually paranoid? Hmm. But I don't want this personal. I don't want this. I would like this to backtrack against even talking about anything, anybody in particular, or anything personal. All I'm saying is, when I see, I think that you should start with a super easy set of dichotomies to determine somebody's four letters. You should see if they are extroverted or introverted, sensing or intuitive, thinking or feeling, judging or perceiving, because that's simple. And what's simple, and it's effective too. You have a higher likelihood of being accurate, and it's not. It's going to be easier to determine, and it requires less information. And somebody who, it doesn't matter on your cognitive type, if your cognitive functions are represented by those four letters rather, then you're not going to be an NE-DOM and be have an S. You're going to be an N. You're going to be, if you're an ENFP, you're going to be NE, FI, TE. This is what it's going to be. So start with something simple and then figure out the cognitive functions, how they fit under that. It's the only way it can be done, in my opinion. The only way it should be done. Rather than figuring out, okay, that was that person's FE. I think it's first slot. No. It's second. That's impossible. It's impossible.
I usually just, like, personally, I usually try to figure out what they're, just use the function dichotomies, and I go SE or NE, FI or FE, SI, SE, and some of those, and usually that works. But I use dichotomies, but I do it that way.
I suppose that could, but it's.
And then it usually narrows it down to a few types, because it's like, all right, these are probably their four cognitive functions, and then I worry about ordering. I basically try to narrow it down like 50-50 or quadra, if you want to look at it.
I say your margin of error is still higher.
Is try to narrow it down. One process or another, I try to figure out kind of what quadra I think they are. And I'm usually right.
I think I'm 9 times out of 10 right on my way of doing it, and I type people fast randomly in public, and then ask them basic questions to confer. Sometimes they're stupid. Like, I always ask an ISFP, how many nature pictures do you have on your phone? Always they have nature pictures on their phone. Always. It's weird.
I don't know. It's really hard to pin down, because it's like you're probably if you're an ENTP. But I mean, it's one of those things. You're looking at so many different things at once, and I you say you have a simple method, but you're looking at layers. Really, I'm really illustrated by your simple method, and that's why I think it works.
Well, and I'm using other things.
You're asking questions, and you're watching how they answer the question, and then you're also
to it.
At the same time, and you had some hypotheses, and
so I'm just going to throw out everything I've been saying.
My proposal. I don't know if it's your method, because I find that method can be abused, but I think you're probably seeing enough layers that it's working.
Yeah, I'm using different. I mean, it's how they answer, and then you have to walk them through it. The thing is, I think most people really are the type they say they are when they come in here. Well, and I talk to people, all people really the same anyway, I think. But like, Neptune's an INTP. So INTP. Do you think Neptune's an INTP, Eric? Yeah, that's what happens. Well, and it's just
Taking
been
my
it's not been one incidence. It's not been one. This is a lot of conversations about no, let's go talk about.
Yeah, but isn't the but isn't the exact same thing happening in this room now?
Me? Oh, I'm about to say I can accept that personally. I can accept that. I guess that's what I don't understand is yeah. I guess I don't understand my own intention.